Hello, this is Ray, one of the program presenters in the Atchison Planetarium at Cranbrook Institute of Science, with a look at the morning sky for the week of July 20th. But before we get to the morning sky, astronomers are excited about a comet that's in the evening sky. It's Comet Neowise, named for the NASA Space Telescope that discovered it in March. The comet is located above the northwest horizon 45 minutes after sunset. It'll be closest to Earth on the 23rd, but don't worry about a collision. It's 64 million miles away. Sunset on the 23rd is at 9:01 Eastern Daylight Time, so start looking after 9:45. The comet's currently passing through the lower part of Ursa Major, the Big Bear. Binoculars will help in the search because the sky will be glowing with evening twilight at 9:45. Binoculars gather light from faint objects and make them appear brighter. The later you wait to look, the darker the sky will become, but the comet will be getting lower in the sky. It'll be best to observe the comet from a dark sky, away from city light pollution. An unobstructed horizon will also help. The Big Dipper will assist in the search. Start at the end of the handle of the dipper and follow along the stars of the handle to the bottom of the bowl. Extend the arc of that line towards the crescent moon, but stop about 1/3 of the way there and you'll be in the neighborhood. If you miss the comet this time, it'll be back in 6,800 years. There are 4 planets in the morning sky at 4:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Jupiter and Saturn are getting closer to the southwest horizon. They're becoming more difficult to see and essentially will be gone from the morning sky at the end of the month. Saturn is at opposition on the 20th. Just as in the case of Jupiter last week, Saturn will rise in the evening as the sun sets, be visible all night, and set as the sun rises. Saturn will be at its closest to Earth and appear brightest for the year. Meanwhile, Venus is in the east and Mars is in the southeast. Let's face north, locate the North Star, and go up 11 degrees. We'll come to a star named Erai. It's also pronounced Eray. It's located in the constellation of Cepheus and is better known as Gamma Cephei. The constellation of Cepheus resembles a connect-the-dot house. There is a square with a triangle for the roof. In Greek mythology, Cepheus was the king of Ethiopia. His wife, Queen Cassiopeia, is nearby. She looks like the letter M or W depending on how it's viewed. Gamma Cephei is fairly close to us. It's only about 45 light years away. It's a binary star system. The main star is an orange subgiant. It's about 3.25 billion years old and has exhausted all the hydrogen in its core. It's on its way to becoming a red giant. Its companion is a small red dwarf star. There are several points of interest regarding Gamma Cephei. First, Gamma Cephei's spectrum is one of the standards by which other stars are classified. Second, an exoplanet has been discovered orbiting this star. Its existence had been suspected back in 1988, but it wasn't confirmed until 2002. Gamma Cephei is the brightest star known to have a confirmed planet. Various names for the planet were proposed to the International Astronomical Union in 2014. A vote was taken, and in 2015, the name submitted by Syria was adopted. The name is Tadmor. Tadmor is about twice the size of Jupiter and takes about 2.5 Earth years to complete an orbit. A third point of interest is that in about 1,000 years, Gamma Cephei will be the North Star. It'll be closest to the North Pole point in 2,000 years. The Earth's axis of rotation shifts around the sky over time. It's just like the top of a gyroscope that's slowing down. It wobbles, pointing from one direction to another as it swings around. One circuit of Earth's wobble takes a long time, about 26,000 years, so it's not readily apparent during our lifetimes. The wobble is called precession, and the point that the axis points to at any given time is called the North Celestial Pole, or the NCP. It's around the NCP that the sky appears to move. Today, the star that's closest to the NCP is Polaris. When we face it, we're looking due north. Polaris isn't exactly at the NCP. It's just under 3/4 of 1 degree away, which is about the width of 1 1/2 full moons. That's certainly close enough for government work, but it's slowly getting closer. Polaris will be its closest to the NCP in the year 2102. Around 5,000 years ago, when the first Egyptian pyramids were being built, Earth's axis pointed toward a star in the constellation of Draco. Its name is Alpha Draconis, or Thuban. Navigators would have used Thuban to locate due north, and Polaris would have been viewed as just an ordinary star in the sky. Thuban will be the North Star again in the year 20,346. Like Gamma Cephei, Thuban is no longer fusing hydrogen in its core and is expanding. Unlike Gamma Cephei, Thuban is not close to Earth. It's about 270 to 300 light-years away. Thuban is a white giant star. It's also an eclipsing binary star, but the eclipse lasts only 6 hours. Thuban's light outshines that of its companion, so the eclipses are easy to miss. The companion star completes an orbit every 51.5 days. Thuban is the brightest eclipsing binary star. The very brightest star that was, or will be, the North Star is one we highlighted a few months ago. It was high in the south at the time. Now it's located in the west, about 50 degrees above the horizon. Its name is Vega, in the constellation Lyra. Vega was a North Star 14,000 years ago. At a distance of only 25 light-years, Vega is the 5th brightest star in the sky, and is the brightest of all the North Stars. Vega will be the North Star again around the year 13,727. Sunrise on the 20th is at 6:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At the end of the week, the 26th, sunrise is at 6:19. Thanks for visiting and keep looking up.